Hello, hello. Welcome to our channel. This is We Are True, or True Awakened, or Truly Awakened. And I'm so happy to have you here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that I know that you're here and that we can push this content to a few more people and get on the good algorithm side of things. Today I have 4 piles and I'm going to keep it nice and short and to the point. My name is Tyrabell. If you haven't been here before, I am a intuitive tarot reader. I like to channel guidance that usually has to do with your healing process or ascension process. So yeah, hopefully connecting you to your own intuition and confirming or affirming things that you're already feeling about circumstances happening around you and giving you a little bit of guidance. As always, make sure you take what resonates and leave what does not. Not everything I say will resonate, especially because this is a public space. I am looking for new clients, so if you are interested in becoming one of my clients that I read for monthly, make sure you check out my email down below and email me and let me know what you're looking for. I read pretty much everything. I do what I can, and I am also a medium as well, so psychic medium. And if you are here, you're definitely guided to be here. I believe in divine timing, so trust yourself, trust the process. Again, I'm happy to be your reader and happy to be here. Readings are for what your intuition is telling you. If you hear something that you don't resonate with, just leave it and discard it. Pile number 1 is the Modern Witch Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Luna Ethereal Visions Tarot. Pile number 4 is the Vision Quest deck. Sorry, that was 3. I said 4, I think. Pile number 3 was the Vision Quest tarot deck. Pile number 4 is the Thoth tarot. Again, if you're here, you are divinely guided to be here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Join the family. You are definitely Soul Tribe, so I'm happy to have you here. I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. It takes me just a few seconds to get set up, so if you're no longer live, make sure you jump down to the description so that you can jump right into your reading. Okay, let's get started with pile number 1. I apologize, pile 1. I do have playing kittens running around, popping in and out, so they will be here. And as I'm getting on this live, they're getting very playful, so maybe that is also a message to you, pile number 1. The song that's playing is Franklin's by Knowledge and Vodka. So maybe you have money on your mind at this time. And Spirit is saying you don't need to change yourself to be important, to be valuable. So the very first card we have is the 5 of Wands, and this is conflict, stress, and I'm hearing conflict resolution. So I want to say there is going to be some clarity on what to do about whatever stressful or difficult circumstances are around you. It may have to do with multiple parties competing for something, a position, a desired outcome. It could also be family related, sibling rivalry, envy, conflict. Somebody jumped ship, like due to a circumstance being too stressful, too competitive, too complicated. So take what resonates. And the way that Spirit wants you to handle conflict is to I hate always saying this, but it's like celebrate. When there's conflict, Spirit always reminds me to celebrate life. I'm literally getting emotional as I say it because you can't stillness is great, but you can't see conflict as a means to stop, or I'm hearing belittle, like self-belittlement. So just because you are in combat mode or dealing with difficult circumstances, that doesn't mean you stop celebrating life. The song that's playing is 2 Worlds Apart by Little Sims. Make sure you give that a listen. She's really like airing things out and making some really cool statements that I find forward thinking. So make sure you communicate clearly, even if it's harsh in some way. But nightlife, if there's anything going on or anything you're invited to, make sure you attend. She's saying bougie, bougie, bougie. So, show up, show out, be yourself, clear the air, communicate concisely, clearly, be brave at this time. Especially if there is conflict. Spirit's like celebrate, make sure you're taking yourself out on the town, make sure you're doing things that you enjoy. And especially nightlife under the moon. Especially if there's childish people involved. I will say eventually someone is going to change their ways, but it might not be at this time, at this moment. So the Emperor, this could be you. You could be some sort of small business owner or a business owner, someone in a position of power and authority. You could just be a great leader, Aries. Someone who is a leader, not a follower. And again, Spirit is just stressing, like, despite what's gone on, your endurance, your patience, your strength within this circumstance is valued. And make sure you're learning from it and really be kind and compassionate to yourself. You still hold this position of authority over the circumstance or over people. So, do with that what you will, and also stay strong, I want to say. Keep your head up. And especially if you're a female who is some sort of like independent business owner, or independent person, your independence is necessary despite how difficult it might feel at this time. So there is some change and some good fortune coming in. And to clarify this change and good fortune, we have the Page of Wands. So anytime I see the Page of Wands, I think about someone who's on a soul journey and who is, sometimes making mistakes in order to learn from those mistakes, and maybe choosing a path that others might not fully understand. It can also indicate your inner child, and how, especially when we're children, we're very courageous and creative. So whatever this change has to do with, it is going to be expansive. It could be financially, materially, but I think also creatively. Your bravery at this time is really important. Leo season might be very important to your soul's journey, and Spirit's just reminding you through this message that, one, be brave, and two, things will work out in your favor, and so much so that it will be expansive. Things will be expanding. I just want to keep stressing that. What do I have on my lip? Yeah. That things are changing, I want to say, and that there is really good karma on your side. So again, going back to the idea of celebrating even through conflict, or even through having to communicate difficult ideas, stand up for yourself, be this leader, protect your inner child, or lead with your inner child. Don't settle. Don't settle. This is giving all my women independent type vibes. I want to say you're a natural leader. It's like very instinctual for you to be a leader, if you needed that reminder. At this time, we're going to get some oracle. I also want to remind you guys that this is more than a tarot channel, so make sure you watch our latest vlog that just went up this week, and watch some of our other vlogs. Alright, let's get some oracle to further get some information. So if you're feminine watching this, you definitely have a lot of yang, masculine authority, or creativity, passion, bravery within you, and maybe this circumstance is revealing that to you, or reminding you of that. Make sure you're steering clear of the drama, even if it feels unavoidable. Make your boundaries known, but like energetically separate yourself from the circumstance by, again, spending time outdoors, nightlife, doing something fun for yourself, social. Being social is another way of getting grounded. So whatever the stressful circumstance is, again, they're just reminding you that not only is it going to play out in your favor, but it's almost over. So that's why, like, be grounded, really focus on your enjoyment despite how difficult the circumstance may be. We're going to save this card for the very end because I want to read it to you. But this is the White Buffalo Woman. We also have the Desert. So the desert is, I always think about the Dune movies when I see this. It can be a very dry, difficult circumstance that seems a bit hopeless, but there are groups of even humans that have thrived, and animals that have thrived in desert lands where it may seem to some impossible without food, water, shelter, etc. So I really think about the movie Dune, and maybe you feel in this moment, there's a bit of difficulty that brings up a lot of, shadow or conflict. I think this is also trying to help you connect deeper to your intuition or the mystery in life, or I'm hearing moving beyond misogyny. So with this moon, I think about the divine feminine, especially that it is a black moon, connecting with something beyond, the scene or the obvious. This is random, but ask any 3 to 5 or 6-year-old what a mirage is, and they can tell you what it is. Any 3 to 6-year-old knows what a mirage is. And I find that to be funny because, especially in the heat can create a mirage and or an illusion. So, passion, intensity, conflict can create a bit of an illusion, and that is something to consider. Lean into your intuition above all else. Psychic protection, I'm hearing. So we have healing. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring me to your healing power. This is my spell casting card, so you can always light a candle for healing, a green candle specifically. Especially the color green always reminds me to refocus on eating more leafy greens. This is a very easy way to do psychic protection because sugars and processed foods can really make us more, open to psychic attacks or negative thinking, intrusive thoughts. So healing is more than just our emotional body, because I think a lot of people tend to focus on our past memories or emotions, but it's cellular. So healing is important at this time. This card says took a shower and even washed my hair. So someone needs to wash their hair or hop in the shower. And then we have the greed card. These are my little cards that I made myself. So the conflict has to do with shadow nature. I'm hearing sibling rivalry, and also greedy behavior. So take it as it resonates. It could just be greedy institutions. I just recently watched a video about food deserts or food apartheid. Areas not having access to clean water, good food. So take it as it resonates. So let's read this white buffalo woman card. You could look like this woman. Okay, let's read it. And this is my Dreamscape Oracle deck, if you guys are interested. So this card says, the white buffalo brought the sacred traditions to indigenous American peoples. She stepped from the clouds to help the Lakota people survive. The white buffalo holds out a sacred pipe filled with tobacco as a peace offering. The 6 feathers that hang off the shaft represent the 6 rights she showed her people. The 7th right hangs from the back of her hair. She wears the pelt of the white buffalo, the honored beast that gifted her name. The arrival of the white buffalo is a sign of restoring humanity and spirituality to a troubled world. Follow traditions that bring nature back into balance. Do your part and make a change in our environment. So the meaning of this card is it's time to restore harmony to the world. Be mindful of spirituality in your life. That's just exactly what I just said about the apartheid and healing work, food. So that was spot on. Greed, all of these things. So be brave, especially with your endeavors in life. Somebody is some sort of business owner where you may be combating a system of evil, a system of imbalance, or unnatural practice. And your inner child is leading and steering the way. I want to get emotional. So if you need to cry about it, to move some energy, some emotional energy, just remember that you're brave and it is going to work in your favor. So the last card says inner peace creates peace in the world. So despite what's going on, take yourself out, have a good time, enjoy yourself, because we are also here we're not just here to be social justice warriors or whatever, we're here to enjoy our time. Okay, so ask a question, any question. I have a dice and I have a coin today. I have a coin and I'm going to flip the coin to get you an answer. And you can pause the video if you need more time to think of a question. Any question. The answer is no. The answer is no. So I hope that is a good no. Obviously, always follow your intuition above all else. I really pray that this message resonated. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Can you comment below a feather emoji for the white buffalo woman? If this resonated. Share this video with a friend if you think that it could help them in their day. And share this channel generally. Make sure you check out our other videos. Again, we make vlogs and other content, and I would be so happy to have you here with us. Okay, we're moving on to pile number 2. That's not for you. Hold on. Maybe you'll see her. Do you want to say hi? Say hello. Say hello. Meow. Meow. Do you want to say hi? Okay, no. She does not want to say hi. Fine. Yo, that's not for you. That's not for you, buddy. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hello to the people? Say hello to the people. Oh, he is so funny. He just doesn't care. He literally doesn't care about anything. But he does get revenge. Oh, he's been getting revenge on my plants, man, for telling him no. Terrible. It's been terrible. Okay, let's get started with part 2. Okay. Hello, pile 2. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before we get into this channeled message. Also, remember that readings are confirmation of what your intuition is already telling you. So if you hear anything that does not resonate, just know that this might not be your pile, or just take what resonates. You chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Some of you might be my meditators, like you guys wake up, meditate. You might sit at the park, journal, meditate. Like you have a system that you follow. You know that meditation works for you. You love it, etc. This music that's playing right now is a meditation by Ravina. It's a guided meditation from her her last album, Asha's Awakening. Let your breath become a flowering, or a flower. Let your breath become a flower is what the meditation is called. So maybe you want to try that one. If you aren't a meditator, give it a go. It's very zen, very peaceful. So let's get started. We have this Page of Swords. So I want to say maybe there's something that you're noticing intuitively or within your environment that has put you in a bit of a vigilant state, or maybe even a curious state where you feel the need to study or look over some things. And her head is turned away. So this is what's making me feel like maybe you've seen something that made you feel away and you were like, I'm not sure if I trust what's going on. I'm not sure. And so maybe that also put you into a bit of a hermit phase. So this card is usually like my vigilance or self-study, self-trust card. And she is walking forward, just very curious about her environment, but, maybe, overlooking some things, paying attention to the details. Hiking, I'm hearing hiking. Maybe you're getting downloads while you're hiking. I think that that there may be some sort of impending change and your guides are helping you move through these changes. And that this has to be done by yourself. That this is something you do independently. And hopefully this is your confirmation. Hopefully you are picking up that your intuition is telling you that you have good karma on your side. So if there is any vigilance regarding the downloads or the information, the clarity that you've gained up until this point, this is just your confirmation that no, what you're picking up is pretty accurate, and not to be vigilant with that information. You have good karma on your side. I think that you're learning a lesson regarding whatever circumstance that you're, here for, or has been on your mind lately, or you are coming out of. So I want to say there was some sort of, I'm hearing imposter syndrome. So this could be self-deception. Also navigating maybe some sort of secrecy. I'm hearing shyness as well. You might be healing from being like a recluse, someone who spends too much time in isolation. And maybe it is due to some sort of foul play that occurred prior. This doesn't have to be. Normally this is like my card about foul play, someone being sneaky or hiding something. But this feels a little bit like imposter syndrome here. So I see someone healing and resting, spending a lot of time in isolation. There's a lot of mental activity. The mind is working a lot. So if you're not meditating, you should be. And for the people who don't enjoy meditating, I want to say walking, hiking, moving your body, and then resting, spending time getting horizontal, laying down. So whatever happened in the past, Spirit is really asking that you let that go, because it's affecting how you're moving forward at this time. Not in a major way, I don't feel, because I think that, you're either already taking this advice, you're already doing the resting or introspective work, or you will. So just make sure if there's any fears regarding what occurred, that you are surrendering any imposter syndrome that may be holding you back. But I feel you're already doing this healing work, so this feels more like a confirmation. So we have the Three of Wands. I realized recently that for me, this Three of Wands is, I've always seen it as patience, a waiting period, but waiting for like your manifestations to show up, waiting for something to arrive, waiting on someone else. It can be waiting, but I've always also seen it as divine guidance. So a lot of the times we are being patient because we know Spirit has assured us that something will arrive, just not yet, and taking that advice can be difficult. So I always see this as co-collaborating directly with God, Source, your angels, your guides. And recently I realized that also this is a card about integrity. I feel like that process, because it is a process, even if it feels like stillness, it requires a lot of self-trust, faith, and integrity. So recently I just realized that that this card is kind of about faith and practice. It's about Spirit letting the divine lead after you've maybe put in effort, So make sure you're protecting your energy at this time. I'm hearing tell all. So you might be getting to share about your experiences after whatever this is that you're waiting for arrives. You might be receiving some sort of income increase, gift, financial gift, check, money. That might be what you're waiting on. And just know that it is so deeply connected to your heart space and your heart chakra and being open-hearted. So the Three of Wands, like, no one deeply talks about how this card is so connected to Source, so connected to God. And if you believe in Christ consciousness, Christ, like, that's an energy of compassion and understanding. It's a very high vibe card the more I've contemplated on it. And it's not always grandiose, right? It's not always huge. It's very subtle. It's very receptive. And it is after someone has already put in the work. So I want to say whatever lesson you're learning is a part of you receiving whatever this is that you're waiting on. So this period of waiting is also about removing self-sabotaging habits, imposter syndrome, or false masks. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out your oracle. This takes just a second. I just want to remind you that we are more than a tarot channel. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and watch our last video. We just uploaded a new vlog, and check out some of our older content as well. The more that you support this channel, the more that we can create for you. And it is thoroughly and truly appreciated. Pile 2, I just want to remind you too that when the mind is overworking, lean into your breath. I know it might be hard to drop down into yourself, but it's so worth it. Someone could also listen to drums before bed or while they're meditating. Drums, just some natural drums. When I used to go to a dance school, we would have live music and we would have live drums, and in hindsight I just reflect on how beneficial that was to not only dance to live drums and just basic drums, hand drums, but now listening to them was so special and very calming. So please get into your bag. If you can go hear live drums, if you play the drums, if you play an instrument, this can be a way to ease your mental stimulation. Okay, so we have the passion card. This says, rise passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. There are two people on this card, so maybe you are partnered or dating or etc. I think this is probably Psyche and Eros. So this could also just be igniting your own purpose, your own fire at this time. You might be, if you're female, you might be ovulating. It is the summertime, so you might be feeling that heat. I have a song called Heat. Check it out in the description down below. And then also with this 1111, if you believe in twin flames, etc., etc. So we have the shapeshifter. And this is again about inauthenticity, sometimes melding in order to fit or sustain yourself into an environment that maybe you shouldn't be in, shouldn't be aligning yourself to. But I don't know if this is necessarily you. This might be someone around you. So take it as it resonates. This either applies to self or this applies to the environment, something that's wishy-washy, kind of shifts and changes to meet whatever superficial needs at that time in place. In a positive, this is someone who's just extremely adaptable. But why I feel like this is negative, we have the lie, dishonesty, shady card. So if this was a past circumstance, I want to say this could be potentially blocking your passion at this time. So lighting like a pink candle or meditating on passion, doing like a passion meditation to ignite your fire. Root chakra meditation might be helpful. So you should definitely surround yourself by better people at this time. Yes. There might be people or places that are harvesting some of your energy at this time by creating, distrust or whatever. So this card says, trust your identity to be in touch with your reality. I really love that saying because who you are should tell you everything about what your reality is reflecting to you in this moment should tell you everything about who you are. And I truly believe that that is so true. So really see the good. The last oracle we have is the Prophet. It is a beautiful card. All right, so I'm going to read this from my Dreamscapes Oracle. Okay, the Prophet. Humanity has always been drawn in by symbols. They stick with us, creating a language of their own. Beware of the high tide. Skip the 13th floor. Toss salt over a shoulder. The Prophet knows the value of these signs. They appear subtle, whispering small curses and boons to those who listen. The Prophet knows where to look for these signs, both in external and internal worlds. So the Prophet knows where to look for these signs, both in external and internal worlds. She befriends the snake. She takes on an otherworldly air. She has a pearl of profound wisdom from which you can learn when you are ready to ask and receive. So the meaning of this card is to follow the signs you are receiving and listen to the voices inside you. Okay, I feel like that sums it up. Meditation is, of course, very important. I think whatever signs you're getting is the reason why you might be isolated or introspective at this time. So you're already taking good steps. And yeah, I think that really sums it up. So think of any question and pause this video if you need more time to think of a question, and I'm going to get you an answer. Your answer is yes. I hope that that is a good yes. I hope that you enjoy your day. I hope you are igniting the passion in your life. Especially if you have like friends that you want to link with after you're done isolating. That sounds fun. Also, Spirit is congratulating you on learning some sort of lesson that needed to be learned. So just know that you have good karma. Keep opening up your heart space, your heart chakra at this time. Pile 2. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated. And I'm happy to be your reader. Happy to spend time with you, connecting, giving some wisdom, sharing some energy. Thank you again, pile 2. Let's get set up for pile 3. Okay. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel before we get started. I am your girl, Tyrabell. So happy to have you here, and just remember that readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is telling you. So if you hear anything that does not resonate, discard. You might be called to another pile if this does resonate. You chose the Vision Quest Tarot. And before we get into your message, I just want to remind you that we are more than a tarot channel. We just uploaded a new vlog, so make sure you check out that vlog and watch some of our other content as well. You may be saying money affirmations, someone's going dancing, or gambling in some way. That could be metaphorically or physically, or winning some sort of money, like a lottery. Take it as it resonates, pile 3. Someone might be like spending time in Vegas, spending money, something like this. Okay, so we have the 4 of water abundance. So this could be a circumstance that's peaking or hitting its peak or has hit its peak. And I think the thing about this card in this deck, it's referred to as abundance. But usually this is memories and experiences. So not physical, especially because it's the Cups card. It's water. And the thing about water is we can't really hold it, can we? So memories and experiences are like that. And when an experience peaks, it can create stress because after something hits a peak, it's like a tide. It has to go back to a normal. It's normal or it's neutral, and reset. So I want to say there's some stress around maybe some past circumstances as well, some clinging on to past memories regarding difficult relationships or conflicts within relationships having to do with maybe money, finances, abundance. So especially if this is having to do with memories, be very specific with what you allow your emotions to settle on at this time. It's not wise to close yourself off to new opportunities. It will create more stress and conflict. Someone may literally have like high blood pressure, and like physical things that create more stress. So make sure you're not living in the past, romanticizing someone that, had poor intentions, or, things like this, or stressful financial memories, circumstances, anything like that. Also, I want to say, like, be choosy. Keep your options open, because I feel like there are better options, especially if there is a person or circumstance that makes you feel like you don't have enough or you aren't enough. That's not true. And also creating more stress, conflict. So we have victory, the victory card. So something is playing out in your favor. There's going to be some sort of breakthrough. Someone's also going from unknown to known, something about public recognition. This could also be just being celebrated by your community, being well known within your community. So there's some sort of victory. I'm hearing pride, but it doesn't feel like a negative sense of pride, like a positive accomplishment. And it can be social. It can be related to, a group around you. And this is going to boost your finances in some way. So, and it will be financially successful. So some sort of financial breakthrough, a gift, a push in the right direction. I won't say it's the end all be all, but it's the good, financial break you might have been hoping for. So don't be impatient at this time, because it's coming. I think, like, again, there's just a little bit of emotional baggage. There's something you're reflecting on at this time, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Give yourself space to reflect, and then it's time to let the stress of the circumstance go, because there's some sort of new opportunity you need to take. It's going to be successful, and it is going to be financially rewarding. I want to say instantaneously, but that will just be a start, right? So take that into consideration. Embrace the changes. So we have the medicine woman. This can be you or someone around you. This is a seer, psychic, medium, tarot reader. This is someone, your intuitive Pisces friend. You know what I mean? This is your water sign friend, somebody who has high intuition, high connection to spirit, and is in flow with the divine, in touch with the divine. Your modern day medicine woman and healer. So if this is you having success as this person, as someone who is servicing your community. But if this is not you, this could still be you, and maybe you don't have a job where you openly use your gifts. Maybe you're using them, but it's just something you do in your own time, and not necessarily you're outward with it. There's going to be some sort of wish fulfillment. So maybe you are already feeling this intuitively. You're seeing it in your dream state. You're having synchronicities. You're having, the hawk is sitting on the branch outside your room, staring deeply into your eyes. Like, you know what I mean? You're getting those signs, synchronicities that are really confirming that there's some sort of wish fulfillment. And maybe that's bringing you a lot of joy, even if you don't see it yet. If you are a part of, if you connect with any of the African deities, African spirituality, Ogun is a great deity to work with at this time. So I want to say being the architect in your life is really important to you. Maybe you are the silent, strong type. And the song that's playing is Black Truck by Mariba. And I think that really solidifies what I'm saying. Stay sick because I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'm going to push me an all black truck is what she's saying. And I'm not sorry. So I want to say be shameless in your pursuit of joy and your wish fulfillment. Be the architect of your life. I want to say your enemies are really going to fall to the wayside, especially if there were, competitive circumstances that are surfacing at this time. But I'm seeing this could be tied to specifically relationship, like romantic relationship. So take it as it resonates. But obviously some of us have dated competitive partners. So let's not act like that's impossible. I want to say there is some sort of employment changes, boosts. So again, working with Ogun is great. Also, watch your words. You don't have to speak to everyone so thoroughly. Use minimal words, especially if you're highly intuitive. Say what needs to be said and keep it pushing. But yeah, be ready to receive some sort of wish fulfillment. And I want to say flow. Like things are just going to start flowing very soon. I want to say flowering. So they're saying use your navigation system. Some of us in this pile were raised in like a pressure cooker environment. Especially if even in romance, our childhood tends to dictate who we end up with, right? Or entertain, right? So just know that you are in the future going to experience better forms of romance, if that was a worry. And I don't know if this resonates with everyone. I don't know if it necessarily resonates with me, but I heard, or I'm hearing in my abilities, that romance is a form of entertainment. I don't know if I resonate with that, but maybe you might. Okay, there's a lot of oracle cards here, so I'm gonna get started reading them. We have harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. So you guys might be artists, creators. If not, be creative at this time. It is how you are finding moderation. Someone might cook. It's how you're finding the medium ground. And the more care and attention you give to the circumstance, the better the outcome. So that is harmony. We have friendship. So any conflicts within friendship, within love, just know that you are calling in better. So these are my spell casting cards. I like to say that this is like what we're asking the universe for, right? So you can light the candle. You can set some intentions around friendship, around harmony in your life. Journal about it. But just know that you're deserving of whatever it is, creative harmony, harmonious friendship, understanding, feeling understood, sharing and laughter with another person. So this is the cave. I feel like this is you going within to reflect. And even though it is a dark space, finding comfort, hopefully amongst those who are around you at this time, and seeking more spiritual depths, coming out when you're ready. So we have the offering. This is that breakthrough energy for me. This is like a gift of some sorts, a financial gift, a breakthrough, receiving some sort of support at this time. Here's the venom. So these are these memories regarding something that was really stressful and burdensome. So I want to say like this still lingers. This energy is lingering just a bit, and obviously it's very uncomfortable. So I just want to just know that I can feel that and you're not alone. And yes, this energy can be very toxic and have to do with trauma and difficult circumstances. Then we have the king. So this could be you, this could be someone else. This is a very generous, charismatic, passionate, group thinking, provider energy. This is someone who's trying to look after his people as the king. This is someone who's very much strong in their solar plexus and sacral energy. As you can see, their lower chakras, and with their hand open and giving. They really want the best for the people who follow them, who surround them. A very generous archetype. So divine masculinity is in this reading. If this is something you're wishing to connect more to in your life, I do see it as here. Especially with this cave card, it looks like this is a man holding a woman's hand. And even there's another hand here offering something. So I want to say generosity is super important to you and to this reading. You might be astral projecting and connecting with like future friends that you may be, creating with in the future, but also you might be meeting up with future partners. So take that as it resonates. Also, this king knows that if he's certain, because there is a queen card within this same deck, and if this king knows that if he is trying to find his queen, he must also be chosen by her. And I want to say, more importantly, he must be chosen by her. So I think this kingly energy understands that he's not the chooser, the female is the chooser. And if you were the female listening, like, you make the choice. You're the one who gives this king his heir, his family, his this, his that, right? So know your place, know your part. I think that the divine masculine totally understands that. And obviously take what resonates. The roles could be, you could be someone who has masculine energy, but you are, female, and vice versa. Take it as it resonates. Okay, let's get our last card. I will say too, even within my friendships, I tend to notice a feminine role versus a masculine role. I think shows, not to say that Sex and the City is perfect, but is a perfect portrayal of every woman's experience. But I will say that it shows that there are different types of personalities and how those personalities come together to support each other. More feminine personalities versus more masculine personalities, right? So that is also a part of harmony within friendship or within relationship. So we pulled the Knight in my Dreamscape Oracle. I'm going to read this for you. Make sure you're forgiving any past partners as well, past friends at this time. So this card says, the Knight transports deep, dark, dreamy scents with him. He moves slowly and effortlessly through the streets with his he moves slowly and effortlessly through the streets. His incense spills from the censer, coloring the air with its perfume. The smoke hangs thick in the air, blanketing the world in darkness. The Knight wears the stars at his waist. Each speck twinkles with his movement, blinking in and out with each step. He wears a head wrap filled with the colors of the sky. The cover appears white at the top and darkens into the daytime glow cast by the sun. He walks everywhere, bringing dreams and nightmares to everyone as the day falls away to greet the shadows. Don't be afraid of the dark. Greet the shadows. Okay, so again, let's go back to this Venom card. It's not fair. It ain't right. but it's gonna be okay. Whitney Houston. um, and I'm hearing Witness Yourself, and the song that's playing is Godspeed by Frank Ocean. So maybe give that song a listen. I want to say don't be embarrassed. Have a good cry. If you need to purge anything, shed this venom. Don't be embarrassed of yourself or your shadows at this time. You know, Clarissa Pinkola says basically our traumas and our difficulties that we've survived are our badges of our strength. So, you know, it's about perspective. And it can take a while to gain that perspective. I want to say, whoever this is, I think you need that reminder too that you are very abundant. Think of a question. Also pay attention to your dreams, your astral projecting, pile 3. Where are you going? What's been happening? Comment below and let me know. Think of a question and pause this video if you need more time. And the answer is no. So I hope that is a good no. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my last pile, my final pile. Thank you for being here, pile 3, and sharing your energy with me. I feel for you. I see you. I pray you follow your intuition and let your feelings flow at this time, and you move on from past circumstances or impatience. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps, especially if this resonated. It would really mean a lot to me. Also, if you need any more support at this time, I am available for reading. So make sure you email me down below. It'll be in the description, my email. Like, comment, subscribe again. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys later, pile 3. Have a good day. Let's get started on pile 4. My bestie is sleeping on my bed. She's so cute. My little baby. Let's get this set up. Sorry. Getting distracted. If you're still listening, pile 3, I don't know why I'm hearing the movie Coming to America. Watch the movie Coming to America, pile 3. I hope you catch this. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, just know that we are more than a tarot channel. We have vlogs, and we just uploaded a new one this week. You know the drill, especially if you've been here before. Like, comment, subscribe, so we can give this channel a good algorithm push. The song that's playing is Happiness by the 1975. Sorry. Oof. And you chose the Thoth Tarot. The first message off the bat is forgiveness. So I feel like pile 4, you are forgiving someone. Spirit is asking that you see the circumstance in a little bit of a different way, see a new perspective. I think that some of you have already taken the time to do so. 1 second. If you've enjoyed any of my readings thus far, please know I'm also available for personal readings, and I'm looking for clients at this time. Check out the description down below for my email. And again, liking, commenting, subscribing, it's really how we can show support here, and shows me that these readings are resonating and helpful. So please interact with this content when you see it. It means a lot to me. So here we go. We have the anxiety card, the cruelty card. This can be like the mind in overdrive, intrusive thoughts, negative expectations, feeling judged, feeling slighted. I want to say also maybe a little bit of overwhelm. Like you might have options at this time and you're just not sure what the right thing to do is. The anxiety is really driving the show. Someone needs to watch the new movie. It's the sequel. What is that called? Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2. The character anxiety literally is orange. It kind of matches this card. Check out that film, and if you've seen it, then you know. So that anxiety is running the show a little bit. I think that you may have walked away from someone. You could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a fire sign. You might have fire heavily in your chart, if not. Also, someone has a pet cobra. Maybe not a cobra, but like a reptile, some sort of reptile, or cats. You too may be a cat person, pile 4. If not, that's okay. Take what resonates. So I want to say there's some sort of anxiety around your creative process, not necessarily feeling as brave as you could feel, or Leo season may challenge your mind. It might send you into a little bit of an overdrive. And especially if you've chosen to walk away from something, Spirit is just reminding you that it is best to let people lose you, especially if they cannot value you. So if you were being used in a circumstance, I think that was definitely adding to your sense of self-worth, and your anxiety was making things worse, not better. And I want to say, if you needed that confirmation that you made the right choice, yes, but now maybe it's time to focus on forgiveness. I want to say planning ahead is fine, but make sure you're detaching and still moving with a sense of like purpose and flow. I'm hearing foresight, so use your intuition. So we have this Knight of Swords. This is my ambition card, and I want to say it's time to put in the effort towards whatever projects you are focused on at this time. Really tapping into your masculine energy as well. Making positive choices within the mind first, and then acting from that place. So if you need to write down some affirmations before you work for the day, that might be a subtle solution. Again, I do feel there's a lot of burnout, overwhelm due to maybe a plethora of options or distractions around you. I want to say that you will be being recognized, but I just feel like you could be within the public sphere. You might be someone who has an online platform. You might be rising into fame or recognition, which isn't that crazy in the time that we're living in. So, it feels quick, it feels fast, it feels a little burdensome. So make sure that you're divvying out the energy, the work that you can do, because the mind wants to do it all right now. The anxiety is like, we need to do everything all at once. And just remember that you are human, and to take it day by day and step by step. So I'm seeing walking away from a person or a circumstance. Spirit's giving you the green light, saying that that's okay. But then I'm seeing we're going into overdrive for some sort of like recognition that we're receiving. Beware of burnout is just the warning. So whatever didn't work, this is our failure card. So whatever you walked away from, you had put in a lot of effort. So you're someone, I tend to notice, I love you Leos, I love you Virgos, but I tend to notice our Virgo Leo queens can be, or kings, can very much understand the concept of where your energy goes is what's going to grow. But sometimes we perform out of a place of lack or trauma instead of, doing things with the divine, with detachment, with discernment. So this is our failure card. This is like, I put in every last ounce of any energy that I had, or I was diligent and I kept up with it, and I tried, and it still did not produce the way I think that it should have. And this is why, divine guidance and working with spirit is so important, but there are some lessons that we cannot avoid. And this failure card is also clarified by the debauch card. So again, leading back to the same premise that there are some options around you, and it really is truly important to pour into the right things and be discernful. Make sure you're not drinking alcohol or smoking weed or doing any type of drugs at this time, because I think that this will just increase this energy of feeling like a failure if that applies. For me also, with this debauch card clarifying the failure card, I think your emotions might be clouding your judgment on what's possible for the future, as long as you are, being discernful, like doing XYZ is not going to get me the result that I'm looking for. Some of you are already in the public eye, but you're trying to achieve something beyond this. So you're feeling like I'm losing focus a little bit, or but just know that sometimes us losing focus or pouring into the wrong thing is a part of the process, and it's how we shed things that don't serve us. And when I see it in my head, it's like I see two cups and they're pouring back into each other until you lose a certain amount of water and things like even out. And so really let yourself throw the ideas around and, go with the tide, go from end to end until you feel that sense of moderation. And I feel like that is the process of renewal, and that's more accurate as to what it feels like versus thinking like overnight it gets better. Especially if someone's healing from some sort of addictions. Maybe you were, under some sort of medication or prescriptions or drugs that, you could be, ADHD medicine that made you feel like you were chasing the bag, or, getting some sort of instant gratification where it didn't actually give you what you thought it would. So your intuition is very strong. Something was wrong or is wrong. And, this is just your confirmation. Yes, there are poor choices that you could be making or are making. Beware of burnout. There's a lot of anxiety running the show. Don't let anybody back in. Just forgive. And, some people pray to be famous or to have a platform, and that position in life can be very burdening. So if you are that listener, just know that I see you, and, it will even itself out, but it will take time. So it's okay to feel a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, and maybe even a little bit disappointed. That's okay. Pile 4. You are held by spirit, and, hopefully you have a good, support system around you. If not, your angels are definitely around. Mindset's a Threat is playing by Rage Against the Machine. So maybe you need to rage a little. Listen to that song while you're working out. Yeah. Also know, especially if you have a community, because some of you guys don't have to be famous, but maybe you have a community around you. Stance is important. Your stance, your position, your perspective, your ideals, your morals, very important. So if you felt that they weren't, that's your reminder. Your mindset is important, and it does influence the people around you, and obviously it influences your own choices. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this reading is resonating. Someone might be public speaking soon, like using a mic very soon in a public way. So share your thoughts, share your stance, be transparent, because maybe you're going to be shocked by the result of that. So Rage Against the Machine is such a good group as an example of why like speaking out is so valid, and doing that within a creative means even better. Their stance is their whole brand. So it's awesome. So we have magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know magic secrets to me now show. So especially for you non-believers, you know, in the magic, in the beauty in life, in the subtlety, in the nuance, you know, it's time to get in your bag. And I think Leo season is going to be a time where your crown chakra is going to be very open. So if you don't temper or moderate the mind, you are going to feel that sense of burden and overwhelm. Just to be clear. And in a positive way, you're going to receive some powerful shifts, downloads, secrets, which is going to be awesome. And you're going to feel like that phoenix rising from the feeling of failure, rising from the ashes, realizing that there's more life to live and that you have more to give, right? So I want to say follow your divine guidance, maybe light a purple candle, visualize a purple bubble around you, a purple aura around you. So we have health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring me to your health and might. So maybe your mental health was like declining in recent weeks. So it's improving. It's going to improve very, very soon. If you feel drawn to jewelry or shirts or clothing colors that have this teal color, as you can see, my whole room is this color. It's one of my favorites. It's a very highly spiritual color. So this is another thing that you can use for embodying the shifts that you want to see in your reality. So we have safe home. I cast this circle round about. Safety is now beyond doubt. So especially if anyone is healing from like addictions, this is also having to do with feeling safe within your body. And then mental health, feeling safe beyond doubt within the mind, and then physically safe in your home. So if you were worried about your living circumstances, where you're going to be, I feel like you're staying where you are, you're sturdy, you're secure. So you are safe. Pile 4. Don't let the mind run away with you. So we have the Juniper card. The gender of Juniper is masculine. The element is fire. The planet it is ruled by is Jupiter, and the sun. So Juniper is good for breathing and urine issues. It's a disinfectant. It can be used on insect bites, or you can consume it as a jam. It represents, for metaphysically, it represents purification, protection, luck, blessings, and it helps you cleanse your aura. So anyone who's, again, with the magical powers card, if you're going to make a jar, you're going to make a jam, you're making food, you can add juniper to your meals in some way. So we have the Dark Lilith Moon card. You can look up your Lilith placement in your natal chart if you would like. It's very easy to do. You just type in birth chart, natal chart, generator, and you can specify that you want to know your Lilith placement. If you know the story of Lilith, I like to see it as, it's very much like the movie Coraline, how or some even I've read The Power of Fantasy, and they refer it to as like the good mother and the bad mother. Obviously we have many archetypes, we have many different psychic modes, I want to say, energies, spirits, so things that we can embody or transmute, or not transmute, emanate. So the good mother, going back to the good mother and the bad mother, Lilith would be considered our bad mother. But I think that the beauty in, if you believe in the yin and the yang and how things balance each other out, even the negative can have positives. It can be used in a positive way. So if you understand your Lilith, your negative feminine energy, your bad feminine energy, it can be used in a positive way. So that's something to know. Again, this card says burnout. You're spending too much time, too much energy and worry. So this is my card that I made myself. So maybe your Lilith has to do with even maybe seeing your mother, worry, stress, So something to consider. Then we have the Sustainer. This is a very feminine card, nurturing. And I love, too, that it's depicted with masculine hands shaping. This could be clay, this could be dough, this could be anything. So someone's a chef, someone cooks or works with their hands. But anyone who works with their hands, it doesn't matter even if you're doing a more considerable masculine task, understands that it is a nurturing process and it's about presence and patience. To really get the result that you want. So maybe that is a lesson that you're learning, and you're learning to be the sustainer. Don't let the mind get away with you, Last oracle, last pile. Woohoo, we made it. And as always, you can pick another pile if you'd like. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe again. We really want to push these readings. Hello, Malik. Welcome to the chat. Hello, friend. Ooh, this card is so pretty. This is one of my favorites. So I'll be reading from the Dream Oraclescape deck. Dreamscape deck. I don't know why I put Oracle in the middle, but it's fine. It's literally fine. This is like such a pretty card. I am in love with moths. They make me happy. I just think that they're so fuzzy and like so cute. It's like a fuzzy, furry butterfly. Like who couldn't be mad? Like who could be mad at that? So anyway, we have Luna Moth is your card. A Luna moth lives for a short time. Within that period, they mate, eat, and then die, only to have their offspring carry on their legacy. Their unique coloring attracts much interest. Their wings appear to glow, and they have circles that look like moons on them. Some cultures associate the Luna moth with a symbol of transformation and change. Other cultures suggest that the Luna moth represents a person's soul as it leaves a dead body. No matter where you place the Luna moth's spiritual virtue, it is a stunning specimen of Lepidoptera. Its meaning is that it is time to transform bad habits into good ones. What? I just pulled this card. Was that not this whole message? It's time to transform bad habits into good ones. Take a healthy break from your obsessions to gain revelations. Boom, mic drop. I was talking about addictions. I talked about everything. Wow. Yes. And I think, not to say that, power forward, that you have addictions, because maybe some of us don't, but like severe ones. I mean, they're all pretty bad, right? But it could be phone addictions. But it's like you will blame an addict, right? Not to say that you should tolerate an addict's behavior, because sometimes it can be very gruesome and cruel, but I have to acknowledge, especially as someone who believes in the healing journey and believes in healing and believes in the emotional damage we can experience in childhood, or even ancestral damage or generational damage that can affect the lineage, epigenetics, things like this. Forgiveness really can shift you and put you on a better path to help you transform yourself. So get to the core, forgive who needs to be forgiven, forgive yourself most importantly. I want to say that there's definitely some new options on their way. Make sure you're avoiding like sad music or anything that makes you sad movies, sad literature, books. Really put yourself first. And someone needs to watch the movies Inside Out 1 and 2. 2 is really good. So think of a question in your mind, hold it there. If you can't think of a question, you can pause this video and think of one. Take your time. I'm going to get you an answer. And your answer is no. Pile 4. The answer is no. I hope that was a decent or good no. I am going to go ahead and hop up off of this live. Mr. Tio wants to say, what do you want to say? Okay. He doesn't want to say anything, but he does want to sit here. I hope that this resonated. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. A cat emoji if this resonated. And whatever you're fixating on, Paw 4, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Let it play out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys here soon. Make sure you watch our other vlog content, and I'll be back to channel some more stuff. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Peace out.